Dear colleagues, this is phacoemulsification of a cataract with grade 2 plus nuclear sclerosis. 2.8 mm main incision has been made at a selected site. 2% HPMC has been injected into the anterior chamber. Now a stab incision is made on the left side of the main incision and another stab incision is made on the right side of the main incision. All these incisions are towards the posterior aspect of the limbus. The anterior capsule is incised with a 26 gauge bend cystatum. A nice flap is raised. This flap is held with the ureter forceps. I move anticlockwise and I attempt to do a nice capsular rhexis, but in this case it doesn't become nice from here. It becomes oval and lot of capsule is there from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Hydrodissection is done. Hydrodelineation also done. The nucleus is rotated. And now is the time viscoelastic substance is injected. And now is the time to enter into the anterior chamber with the tip of the phaco handpiece. We are going to use Oatley Catarix Easy phaco machine in this case. And this is a very small chopper, micro chopper, which has been designed by me. The tip of the phaco handpiece is impaled deep into the nucleus at the anterior pole and the nucleus is chopped. It's an easy to chop nucleus, easy to emulsify nucleus. In this case the phaco power is 55%. Flow rate is 45 ml per minute. This time I had to change the BSS, so I had to come out and with a new BSS bottle I again start emulsifying the remnants of the nuclear fragments. Now this is a thick epinucleus. We try to mobilize the thick epinucleus and it becomes possible to do it. In this case it becomes easy to mobilize the thick epinucleus and I could easily remove it. That's it, the epinucleus is removed. Now this cortical matter is to be removed. Little bit of viscoelastic substance is injected into the anterior chamber. And now a 23 gauge direct Simcoe cannula is used to remove the cortical matter. I go through the side port to remove the cortical matter from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Now I go through the side port at 8 o'clock and remove the cortical matter which is there from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock. That's it. Cortical matter is nicely removed. Now viscoelastic substance is injected and we can see the shape of the capsule. the intraocular lens is implanted, and in this case I have planned to enlarge the rhexis. If I enlarge the rhexis, the chance of capsular phimosis will decrease. So I take a micro scissor which is used in vitreous surgery, and I give this small cut at around 11 o'clock just in front of the main incision, and I use the uterine forceps again with 2-3 attempts. I could hold this tag and enlarge the rhexis to some extent here. Now I use the micro scissor again. I go through the main incision now. I'm taking help of both the hands at this time because it is a long scissor. Make a small cut at around 9 o'clock and enlarge the rhexis from 9 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So thus we can enlarge the rhexis which is there superiorly. We can use the micro scissor through the side port and enlarge the rhexis. It will decrease the chance of capsular phimosis. Now I thoroughly remove the viscoelastic substance. I flash out the visco from the front and then from the behind, first with Simcoe cannula, then with the irrigating probe of the bimanual IA. At this moment I am using bimanual irrigation and aspiration and removing the viscoelastic substance thoroughly. We can see this shape of the rhexis now. Though it's not circular, you can see that the lens is perfectly centered. So I believe it is wrong that the rhexis has to be circular to center the lens. Once it is in the bag, it will be nicely centered. Now the antechamber is formed and we conclude the case. Thank you very much for watching this video.